Hi everyone, it's Autumn. I wanted to shoot a quick video and just say hi to everyone and wish you a happy 2020, brand new year. Time is flying by. I don't know if it's flying by for you, but it definitely is for me. Things have just been hit the ground running and go, go, go. But I wanted to put out a quick video and just share a few thoughts of mine as we start the beginning of this year and just kind of what's been going on in my life. For me, well, for a lot of people, it feels like we headed into 2020 and everyone's like, this is going to be a great year for me, brand new start. 2019 sucked and it's only going to get better from here. And that was kind of like the mentality in what people were putting out there at the beginning of the year. And me too, I have that same perspective that, 2020 is going to be a great year. I feel that. But as I've started out this year, I have found that 2020 has been a year of reflection for me and deeper work, really going within and just paying attention to certain things that I've held on to in my life and just doing the work that I need to release those things. So for me, 2020 has started out to be that of deeper personal and spiritual growth, continued growth. I spend most of my time in life going forward with the perspective of how can I grow and learn and become a better person, a better version of me. And the things that I learn and experience in my life, I'm all for sharing with other people that you too may be able to grow and experience all of the beauty that this life has to offer, and also get the tools that you need along the way that, perhaps could help you heal some of the deeper seated wounds that many of us hold on to and we don't even really pay attention to. So for me, the start of this year has kind of turned into a process of paying attention to different emotions that no longer, I don't want to say no longer serve me, but emotions that I've not given a voice to, that I've suppressed for so long, that are coming up, that are ultimately triggering me in some way. And so those triggers, I have tried to recognize, pay attention to them, and give them a voice, I guess you could say. So anyways, I just wanted to share a few thoughts on that. I think we all have different experiences in our life that have led us to be a certain way, come across a certain way, react a certain way. And for so long, many of us have been taught, oh, well, these emotions, like, for example, anger, these emotions, they're not something that you should show. You should hide these feelings and emotions. Like, you shouldn't be angry as a person. Like, you should hold back these feelings. And there's a variety of emotions that I have that I've learned over time, since even being a child and now into adulthood, that I can't show these feelings, that I can't really express myself. I have to squash them, because if I get angry, I'm gonna upset someone else, or I'm gonna look a certain way to someone. And I'm coming at it this year and looking at it from a different perspective of acknowledging the anger, the sadness, the resentment, the fear, the discouraged part of me, all of these emotions that may have a negative viewpoint from what we give it, and allowing it to just be what it is. We're not going to be happy and bubbly 100% of the time. There are things that are going to trigger us in life that are going to make us angry or make us respond with a feeling of resentment or sadness. And these emotions are just that, emotions. It's okay to feel this way. And society, family, friends, people around us, they've taught us like, oh, you can't respond in that way. And that's where a lot of this is shifting for me. And I'm trying to take a different approach on it and acknowledge that, no, it's okay that I give voice to these feelings. That when anger shows up, I pay attention to why I'm feeling angry. And more importantly, going back to the root of why I'm feeling this way in my day-to-day life, or why these triggers even pop up. What am I not dealing with? What needs to be healed in my life that I've not given attention to or a voice to, where I can move past certain things? A lot of these things come up because, like I said, we squash them down instead of just allowing them to be able to feel those feelings in the moment. We all have our moments of happiness and joy and bliss, but then we also have these moments of pain and hurt and sadness, and no one is greater than the other. They are just our life experiences, and ultimately they teach us things about us. They teach us things about our experiences. And a good mentor of mine that I've been working with, she mentioned to me that a lot of our reactions or our feelings that come up is based on what we put out there, expectations that we hold, versus just having a preference, preferring things to happen a certain way. Ultimately, with us being in a mindset of expecting things to go a certain way, our lives to work out a certain way, it's leading us down a path of expecting something, and that could potentially lead, and oftentimes does, lead to disappointment, because with life, not everything's gonna work out the way that we expect it will. Many times things shift and change, or we're thrown for a loop. And it's just, if we take a different approach about it, if we have a different perspective on life and what's coming about to us, then we could lessen the severity of some of it just by changing that perspective and giving rise to preferring things to happen in your life. I prefer to one day get married. I don't expect that I'm going to get married. I prefer to get married, and I prefer to start a family. I prefer to have my real estate business, and it's a softening. But if I expect that this is going to happen and it's going to happen on these terms, then I'm putting myself out there to potentially lead myself down a path of disappointment. And maybe as a result of expecting things to go a certain way in my life, which I have been guilty of, that I start having these feelings of anger or sadness or resentment, and feeling discouraged because they didn't work out the way I thought they were going to work out, or it didn't happen in the time frame that I wanted them to happen. She had mentioned that expectation, it comes from your ego. It comes from this part of you that is just driven like, it's got to happen this way. Whereas preference, it comes from heart. It comes from that piece of you, that desire in you to have things happen a certain way, but not putting so much emphasis that it has to happen. It's just something that you would like to see take place in your life. So anyways, for me, I've been doing a lot of deep-rooted work, and just reflecting upon these different emotions and feelings. Many people refer to this as shadow work. Call it what you will, but when you take a step back and you really go within and give voice to these emotions, I have found that a lot of things come up as I have gone through and even verbalized what emotions I have been feeling. I have found that a lot more stuff has come up that I didn't even recognize were triggers for me, or emotions that I was holding on to. So anyways, I just wanted to speak, like, I feel like 2020 is just that 2020 clear vision. It's a new year, a new start, a time to really let go of things that have no longer served you, and being okay and feeling safe to do the work to heal yourself, to be able to go forward and live a happy and prosperous life. And I'm not talking about prosperity in terms of financial means or gains, but we can live a prosperous life in all areas of our life, not just finances, but our relationships with other people and how we view the world around us, just to live a happy and healthy life, and to let that light and love show to other people that are around you. I feel blessed to be here and to have the opportunity to connect with other people, and everything has purpose and meaning, and it's the meaning and purpose that you give life. So I feel like I'm shifting and changing, and I'm sure other people around me that have been friends with me for a while, they would too agree that there's been a lot of shifting and changing over the past 2-3 years. And I just I'm all about seeking a deeper purpose and meaning and higher connection to what it is that I'm here to do, and how I can be a better person and help other people in my journey here on earth. So anyways, I just wanted to share a few thoughts, few feelings that that I have been reflecting on and working on the start of this year. And if anyone is struggling, or if anyone has questions or ever wants to talk, I'm always here for you. Don't feel like you are alone in your journey or your process. You know, we're all human. We all have needs, and you know, whatever it takes to be there to lift another up. I think that's an important part of being a loving, caring human being. You know, is to give of yourself and help other people. So anyways, I don't want to ramble on, but I wish you the best as we've continued to move forward in this year. I do feel like it is going to be a beautiful year for so many people. And part of me doing this work is for my own life to have a beautiful, vibrant new start, to address the old things, these triggers, these emotions, to allow them to have their voice, and then also allow me to move into a new state of being and to live through a new set of lenses and just be happy, healthy, prosperous in this coming year. So anyways, it was great being able to put a short video out. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Take care.